right, welcome to this week's episode of Budgeting with Banks. And this week is actually going to be a little different. You're actually going to see me make a few updates, a few adjustments to my budget. And that's based on some different things that took place this past week. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing, like we always do, we go ahead and we update our balances. The only thing that changed is my Wells Fargo balance. And so in there, I only have 129.22 right now, and that's actually pending a $57 Cash App payment. Okay, and then that's it. No cash, none of that changes. Nothing else was added to my savings or anything like that, so those all stay the same. The first adjustment that I need to make is to my rental income. Okay, so this will be, well, the upcoming month in April. So as you know, I had kind of a tiered rental plan worked out with my roommate to where their rent would increase in increments gradually over the course of the lease. So we're entering the last 3 months of the lease, and what we agreed to was that it would be $650 starting in April moving on. Now, I had it capped because the June 1st would be the last monthly date. June 1st would be the last rent payment for this lease, but I just made an agreement to get another roommate. So what I'm going to do is take off this final payment date, because now it's going to continue. And then of course, as I find a new place, if the rent changes, then I'll make adjustments to this. But at least now I know that I have whatever my rent is, it's going to be split between me and another person. So I don't have to put an end date on this right now, because it's going to carry out through the end of the year. So that'll be $650 there. I do have my QuickBooks, that's still coming in. So that's that. And then as far as the job reimbursement, if you've been following me, you know I've been carrying that for a couple of weeks. I found out that they still had my old address on file. So they actually did send it, but they sent it to my old address. So I had them place a stop payment, and they should be reissuing that. Well, they've already reissued it, and it should be in my mailbox this week. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. So that's it for the income. Everything else stays the same. Let's go to expenses. Of course, we want to review to see if anything has changed. And I don't believe. Okay, now one thing that is going to change really soon is that I will have to basically reinstate the grocery budget that Elijah and I had in place before my roommate moved in. Again, if you followed me when I first talked about this, my roommate, I was telling you guys that my roommate gets food stamps. And it is enough to cover the food for all 5 of us. There's 5 of us here. So, that allowed me to reduce my grocery budget significantly. But now that that's gone away, I have to put it back in. So on average, we could really get by with about $75, $80 a week. But I like to always overestimate my expenses, and then that way if I have extra, I have extra. So for groceries, I'm gonna change this to $100 a week. And that's that. Okay. And then the last thing that I'm gonna change is that I did get some additional life insurance outside of the supplemental insurance that I had with my job. So that's with Primerica, life insurance. Let's put that on, I'll put let's put savings and investment. Good savings and investment there. This is monthly. And I think it's 91 and some change. I'm gonna put 92. My next payment, I set it up to where it won't be until it's like April 20th. I gotta get these exact dates, but I know I'll be close. All right. So that's good, that's that. And then we always double check the bottom number just to make sure that we didn't do anything incorrectly there. But yep, I'm good. Still have more income than expenses coming in. Everything's accounted for. At the end of any given year, I would only have an extra 75 that I really kind of don't know what to do with. So that's good. I'm in good shape there. And so the last step would be to update our 6-month budget. And of course we do that just to account for anything that has, to account for everything that's already taken place. So we really shouldn't have much here since I'm doing my budget. Today is Monday, March 8th. Of course I'm late, but shouldn't have anything because I haven't spent any money this week yet. So we always want to go through just in case. In case. QuickBooks came out already. Came out today. Went out already. Oh, I'm supposed to take that off. No, I'm not. I didn't pay it yet. That's right. Groceries. So this won't go into effect until next week. She doesn't move out until this weekend, so I'll take that one off. Yes. I just filled out yesterday, so I shouldn't have to. Well, actually, I might have to fill up on the weekend, depending on how this week goes. So I'll leave that. I believe all of this stays the same. So let's look how we're looking. Okay. Whew. All right. So as you can see, we have a lot of negative here, and I need to figure out why that is. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take my car payment off of auto payment. For those just tuning in, what I do with my car payment is only about $270 a month. But what I'm doing is paying it off really aggressively to try to get it paid off early. So I've been doing $500 every 2 weeks. It looks like that's gonna get me into a little bit of trouble once I get to May. So what I'm gonna do is after May, so let me go ahead and walk through this. The last day is gonna be May 3rd or sometime that week. So, let me go here. Where's the... All right. Let's say... All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then all right, so I'm gonna keep paying the $500 bi-weekly until the end of April. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking to see when my budget can handle the $500. See, the reason why I started getting into the negative was because of this week here on the 10th. I had $500 coming out, but I only have $209 to work with in reality that week. All right, so I'm gonna try to resume it the week of June 14th. let's see how that works. June 14th. Yeah. See, that's a much. So basically, I would have to take the month of May off. So I wouldn't be able to pay any during May. But then I could resume in June. And then I have to redo my amortization schedule to see how far out that'll take me. Because this isn't right. And that's so, and the reason that it's so high is because it's annualizing this. So it's saying that it's basing this off of me paying this amount for the entire year, which of course we know I'm not going to do. For now, until I update my amortization schedule, I'm just going to add a month to the original date that I had in. And I believe it was like July 16th or something like that. So what I'm going to do is make this August 16th. And then again, we just look at our budget outlook one time and we see now we're good. We only have one negative week in the beginning of August and it's only $200. So I definitely should be in a position where I can delay something or bring some extra income in some kind of way to take care of that. Keep in mind that I'm still saving my tax return money. I haven't added that yet and I'm gonna try my best not to add it. Because if I can get to it and it comes in and I'm still looking good with my budget, all of that can go to savings or investment because it's just extra money. I've already have enough money to cover all my expenses. So anything extra comes in, we don't create another bill. We don't find another way to spend that money. We find a way to save or invest that money. So that's it. My budget is looking good. It's updated. I'll be doing this again Friday. And you can kind of see how things will change after the week has passed. And I will see you there. Have a good one. Peace.